Hello again and welcome back. Today is February the 9th and I was 24 weeks pregnant yesterday. This week has been a bit more challenging, I would say, for me. I've been incredibly moody, we'll say. I've always been one that if there's any kind of confrontation or any kind of argument going on, both at work or at home, I really just brush them off and move on and get over it and don't really even fight back too much. But this week, go ahead, pick a fight. I am really snappy. I don't even know. Both at work and at home, if somebody wants to try and argue or disagree on something, I seem to get my back up really fast, and it's just not usually the way I am. So that has really put a downer on my week and I'm working on it. But I know it's hormonal and whatever, but it's just not the way I am, and it's catches me off guard even when it's happening, and after the fact it's like, oh my god, I gotta go apologize, because it's not the way I usually am. Even if people at work do fight back and forth, it's not the way I usually conduct myself, we'll say. So that has been quite difficult. This week at work I actually did forget to wear my compression stockings one day, and it was horrible. I did get puffy around my sock lines and really right up to my knees. I got dizzy twice, which means that's still dropping my blood pressure, and I really thought that would go away after the first trimester. Everybody said it just kind of would be a temporary thing, and it doesn't seem to have gone away. And then that day when I was sleeping after work, it was a night shift that I forgot them on. My legs were so tired, so achy. I got cramps in my calves, and I haven't had any of that before. So I will definitely keep wearing those stockings. I swear by them 100% if you are having those difficulties. And yeah, I definitely wore them the next night. Along the lines of the physical as well, I have now gained 19 pounds since the beginning of this pregnancy. I had a really slow start, didn't gain hardly anything at the beginning of the pregnancy, and now it feels like, wham, I'm still putting on tons of weight. So I will talk to the midwife again. I'm trying not to get too worried about it. I figure it's just what the baby needs, and I'll deal with whatever afterwards. But it is worrisome. Like I said earlier in another video, they say for my weight range and BMI that I should put on between 25 and 35 pounds. And I seem to be putting it on so much faster than that. So I've still continued to really increase my exercise this week. I'm going on walks, going to the pool, doing my yoga. I do get to start going back to those yoga classes this week. My schedule changes again, so I'm back to having the Wednesdays off. So I am really ecstatic about that part. I really liked this instructor, and I've yet to find anything that's quite like her. So totally happy and excited about that. I do feel like I'm in great shape. I do feel like I'm eating appropriately, and so I figure if I'm doing everything right, the weight is just the weight, and it will come off later. The only other new symptom this week, and I think it's kind of been a slow progression really up until this point, is my eyes. My glasses don't seem to be working quite as well. I've done some looking online, and I did talk to the midwife about this earlier. She actually just brought it up earlier, and it wasn't really a problem at the time. But you can have quite a change in, if you do have prescriptions, or even if you don't have prescriptive eyewear, that your eyes can change during pregnancy, and they did say that they change back, so I'm not really going to worry about it too much. I mean, it's not to the point that it's like not safe to drive or anything. It's just I'm squinting to see things at work. I'm squinting to see things when I'm driving, but not at a close enough distance that would really make a difference. Still getting winded. If I talk a lot or the stairs at work, everything, definitely still getting winded. And I'm finding that more often. I changed the sheets on our bed the other night and I was like trying to catch my breath for like 5-10 minutes afterwards, so it doesn't seem to be picking up quite as fast as it used to be, but now that I guess I'm putting on some weight, it makes more sense. This baby is definitely carrying all out in front. We had a few days this week where I could feel really big shifts, and the whole day I felt like uncomfortable and bloated, and I just think that he's sitting in a different spot than he was at the beginning of the week. Or we had a giant growth spurt because it's just like, yeah, all out front and yeah, more difficulty with breathing and things like that. But oh, it's so amazing. It's really active and I'm loving every minute of it. So we didn't put up the crib this week. Brad felt it was just a little bit early still, and I agree. We will get it up eventually here, but we did pull up all the pieces from the basement, and shortly we'll put it together. I did pick up this bookshelf though, and it's just a slightly darker cherry color than the crib is, but a pretty close match, and I really liked it. It had a bit more design features than some of the usual cube shelving units. I do want to pick a couple of baskets for the bottom that I can eventually have toys and things in, and then books and puzzles on the top for our little guy. So I do think this will be great for the nursery, and I'll have it sitting beside my chair in the corner, and it'll be a great place to put my water or whatever when I'm nursing and things like that. So definitely the concept of the nursery is all coming together in my mind, and I'm really happy and excited about it. Well, I think that's it for week 24. I hope you're enjoying these videos. I definitely am. Sorry if I am a little bit more tired and drained this week. Not such an exciting video. I did just get off of 2 night shifts, so exhausted. The name of the game for when you're pregnant. Anyway, please subscribe and tune in for next week for week 25.